That's enough. Stop. I can't take it anymore. I'm selling my Quest 2, I'm selling my Rift S, and I don't want to hear about VR never again. Like, share, subscribe and ring the bell. Come find me on my Facebook page Advanced VR Fair and use the link in the description to buy your favorite games on instant gaming at discounted prices. And you know what? You buy your games at the full price you should buy and with zero overprice. Using the link you will support the channel. How? You give me credits to spend on instant gaming to buy new games to bring in this channel for you. So you buy games indirectly for you. So use the link. A few days ago I published a video where I gave my personal analysis about the reasons that could slow down the developing of VR. And among these reasons there was games. In fact, it seems that since 2019 have no longer been released games of particular interest. And I'm talking about PC VR and standalone. A death by development houses that month after month push you to write comments under my videos with phrases such as
I want to sell my Quest 2, I have enough about VR.
VR disappointed me.
Mostly complaining that the games are coming out in this last period are just little experience that you could play on your phone, even not necessary in VR. And yes, you're absolutely right about this point, because I think the same, but you are wrong on another point. Now, I don't know what your gaming experience is. I don't know how long have you been in the gaming industry, but if you are one of those who don't have much experience, the problem is that maybe you have too high expectations, and so that's perfectly normal if you are disappointed every month. I'll give you an example. You know perfectly, even if you are new in VR, that there are games of the caliber of Half-Life Alyx, right?
That's wrong.
In VR there is Half-Life Alyx, because the only game similar to Alyx is Alyx, which from some point of view represented the year zero of VR. The turning point of VR is the Jesus Christ of VR. In fact, in VR we're talking about before Alyx and after Alyx. And maybe, from my personal point of view, maybe Alyx did something wrong actually to VR, because the engagement bar has been raised too much by Alyx. So every game that came after Alyx seems like little games, stupid games, even if it's not true, okay? And so everyone was expecting for an Alyx every month, because hey, you did it already once, you can do again. But it didn't happen, so many are disappointed just because of this. Now, leaving Alyx aside, which is absolutely not to blame for the disappointment of many users, and so it's not the reason why they are trying to selling their headsets. Maybe the fault lies on other games that was not capable to follow the steps of Alyx. But what I do not understand is why you're trying to sell in your headset. Why you're doing such a show? Well, unless you need immediately 2,000 euros, maybe okay, that's the reason why you could sell your headset. But otherwise, why sell it? Yes, it's true that for now there are no AAA games, but you know what? Let's look at the other markets, PC and consoles. What's coming out for now? Nothing, like in VR. This is the perfect time to catch up with those games you set aside for downtimes like this. It's a dead period for any video game industry. There are no games on PC, consoles, and VR. There are no hardware. There are no consoles. It's hard to find a PlayStation 5, it's hard to find an Xbox Series X. There are no games for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. There are no graphic cards, there are no processor, there are no hardware components, and if there are, you pay double the price. Over more new game announcement talk about later 2020 or early 2021, and most of this announcement will be delayed, as it's normal even in non-pandemic period. But overall, what I don't understand is those who say I sell my Quest 2 because it taken dust, but I want to buy a PlayStation 5. I mean, why? It's not a solution. And you know why? Because there are no games for PlayStation 5. So you buy a device that is taking dust to buy another device that it will take dust. It's a transition between platforms that are both stuck. And finally, even if we were in a thriving period for PC, consoles, and VR, I mean, you really expect a AAA game every month? You really expect a game of the year every month? Game of the year, it's one in a year. You can have a game of the year every month. Otherwise, it was called game of the month. We can have more than one AAA in a year, but to develop a AAA, it required years. And furthermore, even in thriving period, we have 3 or 4 AAA in a year. And anyway, these are separated by a medium-long period each others, because developers release the game, not everyone in the same period, because developers do not want to overlap each other. So they release AAA games, one in January, another one in June. So that's perfectly normal. Even in non-pandemic period, you can expect to have big games every month. So no matter if you have PC VR or standalone headset, do not sell your VR headset. Okay, there are no VR games, even if it's not true, there are no VR games. Okay, do like I do. Take a break from VR, play flat, PC or console, play those games you set aside and you want to recover, and I bet you have many. And meanwhile, weeks will pass, months will pass, and in time new important VR games will come, and you will take again your VR headset, being happy you did not sell.
But Ben, my VR headset is taking dust.
Then put it in the box. Well, as always, see ya in the comments to know about your opinion. Like, share, subscribe. From Benizzo, see you to the next one, and see ya in VR. Ciao ragazzi.